Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm one of your hosts, Scott Ramp. To the right of me is
Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Josh Minnie. Welcome to Wake Up Missoula.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. So I shot this GoPro just the other day, and I thought it was really great. You know, just driving around, seeing Missoula, what it's like to see a snowy Missoula downtown area. And please, I'm not driving that fast. I'm just sped it up on editing, so I wasn't speeding. Otherwise, everyone else would be speeding. But anyways, yeah, we just don't have we have a good show today. You know, we got some content we want to talk about. We have some premieres for some shows coming up this week, these next 2 days, Wednesday, Thursday. But for right now, I kind of want to talk more about some of the contests that are going on. There's the Creative Cat Contest, which is still by the end of this month. March 31st is the deadline for the Creative Cat Contest, and here are the rules: no more than 2 minutes, and it just basically has to be something creative about a cat. You can have a cat far in the background, or the cat could be the main focus of your video, but as long as there's a cat in there, you can make it as creative as you want. Top prize is $365, and just the other day we had a person come in and give us some more stuff from the Green Light, the 401 store. Nice. Just more shirts, and they said, "Oh, it has cats on it," and I was like, "Oh, nice."
There's kind of a cat craze going on too. Like everyone's really into cats, either whether you like cats or not. It's weird.
Yeah, the internet world out there loves their cats.
Yeah. Actually, there's this really funny Tumblr blog called Unimpressed Cats. It's really cute. It's really funny.
Yeah, everyone knows that there's a whole bunch of viral videos on YouTube about cats and here and there and all that stuff. And all you got to do is submit it to contest@mcat.org. I forgot that part. But yes, contest@mcat.org is where you submit it, whether you want to submit your URL, which is just basically the website that has the video. You type it, you give it to us, we go to it, and we see it. Oh, okay.
And let's get some more creative cat videos besides just cats doing weird stuff and funny stuff. Let's get some actual story in there.
A story, a plot?
Yeah, a plot.
A MacGuffin?
A MacGuffin, yeah,
really
exactly. I expect to see some pretty creative movies out there.
And why wouldn't you want to? Like, this sounds like such a fun idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Let's see what we got here.
One of us was dying of spinal cancer. Another one is an art therapist, and I still have a chronic illness, and so I really wanted to do something that made a difference.
So this is the hospice community, just discussion. This is where they use living art to kind of like help people with diseases, chronic diseases, like she was saying. I think it's a great thing. The program is on at 7:30 tonight, and it will be on again on Thursday, but check it out tonight. It's going to be really great. But yeah, and then there's another new programming. Well, at 5:30 on MCAT, we have a senior recital. It's a recital here in Missoula that we shot about a month or two ago, and it's going to be premiering at 5:30 on MCAT. It's always great when we have programming that we can use from the university, especially the music department. This is in the recital hall at the university, and I think it's great for the community to get out and see what some of the hopeful students are all about. And I'll finish my segment with some more music. Well, there you go. Right to you, Josh, whenever you're ready.
So, as most of you know, City Council just happened on Monday, and there's been some really controversial stuff regarding the Pan Handling Ordinance, and where is? I'm trying to find my window here. I cannot find it.
It's right behind. It should be right behind there. There it is.
There it is. Okay. Perfect. All right. So as I was saying, there's been a lot of controversy around the anti-panhandling ordinance, and City Council just happened on Monday night. So this is the first show we've had since City Council was really to talk about what went down during City Council. So so they were talking. Someone put an amendment up to prohibit sitting in downtown Missoula. So they put up an amendment to the ordinance, and I'm going to start off with a quote from a soundbite from Jason Weiner, where he talks about how this amendment would be hard to enforce.
But to start with the blanket ban on that behavior and then narrow back from that, as opposed to start with a lot of things and then expand out, to me is
actually
imprudent.
So what they're
I
talking
also
about here
would mention
is
that in reviewing the evolution of these ordinances in other cities, there's another effect that happens at sort of the 30,000 foot level, which is there are a number of cities that pass this, it seems reasonable, people have put a lot of work into it, and I get that, and I acknowledge that there's an issue. I truly acknowledge the issue. And then a few years later,
quote was from Van Lossenberg, and he is talking about how
and then it gets expanded on the hours. And then in Denver's case,
in order
it comes
to
back, and a
put
camping
this law
ban comes
through,
in addition,
we should
which seems sort of reasonable
start
alone.
out with a
But you
narrower
have this gradual
encompass
chipping
as
away
opposed
at
to a broader
public
encompass. So
works. And
in terms
that
of
scares
the
me. I think
ordinance,
it ought to
he
scare
says,
everybody regardless.
hey, let's start off with a narrower. Let's keep sitting in, and let's see if we can build up from there, as opposed to banning all sitting and then coming back a year later.
So he just wants to kind of take a different approach.
Yeah, he wants to take it slower, basically, one step. So he is arguing against the amendment, saying we shouldn't have a blanket law on sitting.
Yeah, I think it's like right now, like there's been so many complaints about, you know, panhandling, people staying in front of businesses and stuff like that. And this is probably one of the more recent ones when they're actually talking about discussing it, and it seems as though they're kind of jumping the gun when it comes to what constitutes as, you know, sitting or just innocent loitering. Innocent loitering. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's all innocent.
Well, basically, so they have been working on this law since 2009, this ordinance, and basically they wanted to initiate, like the mayor and his downtown advisory committee wanted to ban sitting, ban standing, ban holding signs, ban soliciting, and last week they made an amendment where sitting was okay, but then during this city council meeting that we just had on Monday night, they cross-amended it and made it so there'd be a ban on sitting. So Jason Weiner, who is in favor of allowing people to sit, has a quote here that I'll play.
On the way back from the bank on Wednesday, I came past Tsushihana. Well, one of the people who works there was outside on his break, sitting on an overturned bucket, smoking a cigarette and reading a book. This would make that illegal. That is benign behavior. If we are going to pass this, we're going to expect the police to move that guy on, or we're going to disproportionately enforce this against people who fit a profile, something other than people who are on their break from work. That second scenario is wrong, and I think the first scenario is wrong too. I intend to oppose the amendment.
Further discussion on the motion to amend?
Okay. So that was we're hearing from Jason Weiner there as he's talking about the constitutional aspect to this ordinance, and he thinks it's unconstitutional to enforce people to not be able to sit. And
So what did the city council end up doing about this?
well, actually, the city council, in a 7-5 vote, they voted to not uphold the amendment and allow sitting. So you're allowed to sit in downtown Missoula in most cases, in most places, except you're not allowed to sit 10 feet in front of a vendor, 10 feet in front of a public entranceway.
Right.
And what else? They also came to a decision on the changes that are followed. Prohibit lying and sleeping on a sidewalk in the central business district from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Prohibit sitting, lying, and sleeping on pedestrian footbridges and within 10 feet of their entrance and exits. And as I said before, prohibit sitting within 10 feet of business entrances. So the law is there, but you're allowed to sit, which a lot of people probably think is a good thing. Instead of putting it's the public forum.
Yeah, this ordinance just seemed a little broad for a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's an argument about public space. Like in our society now, a lot of public space has been taken away by private ownership, such as shopping malls, everything on Reserve Street. So there's not really a lot of public space out there compared to what there used to be. And the idea, like, what are we asking the police to enforce? Like, are we asking police to enforce the law against benign behavior, like sitting on like an old person taking a break on the sidewalk, or like in some examples they've used mothers breastfeeding or something like that?
I think this is a good question to leave our audience to think about what constitutes as soliciting, loitering, sitting on, just kind of keep it up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? I don't understand.
I just think people should just like kind of think about it, think about this kind of ordinance, and it's always let's see, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say is that this is something we really got to think about in terms of the future, and see what other things exactly like this, maybe a little more ironed down the details when it comes to this ordinance. But I mean, this may not be the last we see of this.
No, and I think, if I might add one more thing, is that the biggest agenda behind this ordinance that the city's been talking about for several years now is that the Missoula Downtown Association, all of the businesses downtown, are pretty keen on public safety and getting people to not sit in front of their doors, getting the consumers to walk around, the consumers to feel comfortable downtown, so it builds up the economy, because there's a lot of money that the taxpayers put into downtown, and there's a lot of money being generated by the businesses downtown. So the big agenda is to keep business going, to keep it flowing, to keep people comfortable. But then, we don't want to step on people's constitutional rights. So it's a fine balance, and the unfortunate thing is that the actions of a few people, it's a balance between the actions of a few versus everybody else, really.
Right.
So I'll end on that.
Right. So let's end your segment with that video you edited the other day about word on the street about this crazy weather. Oh, do you want to talk about weather while we're at it?
Yeah, dude, should we talk about weather before
we should talk about weather almost as soon as the show starts, but
yeah.
Then again.
Okay, so currently it's 36 degrees outside, and the wind speed is 10 miles per hour. It looks like today the rain is likely. and the high will be 46 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really warm.
Yeah, it's warm. I'm digging it. Rain is causing problems with. There's potential flooding issues as well as avalanches with inverted avalanches with the snow being so heavy.
There's a flood advisory, it looks like.
Yeah, there's a flood advisory. I mean, think about it. All the snow that's built up around town has to go. It's going to melt today and tomorrow, and it has to go somewhere.
Oof.
And
Wow.
there's going to be. I'm surprised the studio isn't flooded, but fortunately we got all the snow.
Yeah,
off
the other
ramp.
day
Thank goodness.
somebody brought it to me attention to the wine cellar because it is flooding in the wine cellar too.
Oh, really?
So we'll have to
Uh-oh.
yeah.
So,
So I
yeah.
emailed to everyone and we'll hopefully get that patched up as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, if the rest of the week looks like it's going to be relatively warm and a lot of rain, so
I guess
Wha-
it's spring.
yeah, it's hopefully it's spring. Yeah. So all right, well,
Great.
yeah. And do we still want to show that video? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely the word on the street.
Yes. Word on the street. Okay. Let's see.
It's right there.
Is this it?
Yeah, you have to start at the beginning.
Okay. Here's a word on the street I did yesterday.
It was interesting. My car got snowed in, so I had to get a ride to work, and it was pretty interesting trying to get to work, and we all got out pretty early, so that was a plus. But the road conditions were pretty bad, but I have to give the city of Missoula props because they plowed our street for us, so that was awesome.
Well, I just got back to town. I've been out of town for 4 months, and I'm excited that it's still winter. I was hoping not to miss ski season. It looks like I'm here just in time.
I personally had a lot of fun. A couple of my friends have snowmobiles and they were able to drive them around. A lot of everything closed down, but I don't have a car, so I was just kind of walking around. I do snow removal for my boss, and business was booming then, so I didn't have any bad experiences.
I kind of liked it. I'm a native Montanan, probably 4th or 5th generation. I enjoyed it myself. You got to get out in it, in my opinion, or you get cabin fever. So got a little big case of cabin fever. Actually, it was pretty sparse in snow until the very last, Until the very last, it just dumped. Reminded me kind of the winter of '96. Was the last winter I could really recall that dumped as much snow as it did just in the last 7 days or so. So I enjoyed it though. I always liked it. Lots of snow and being able to ski around town. It's a fun time.
I couldn't get to work. Had to shovel us out and had to depend on other people to come and get us. And then going home early from work because of the snow and the wind.
Well, I have a 4-wheel drive SUV, so it's been rather fun for me. Hasn't been too bad. Parking downtown has been crazy. Driving downtown is hard. The 1-lane traffic everywhere now, but otherwise it's not too bad. It hit hard a little late, but I think it hit harder this year than it has for a while.
Well.
Nice. That's a great video.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Another good job, Josh.
Word on the street.
Word on the street.
Woohoo. Okay, let's see. Where is
You're
my
still
screen?
in Torch.
How do I?
You have to go down. Oh, no, don't quit it. Here, I'll show you.
I don't know these things.
There you go.
I use a PC and not a Mac.
Oh, what happened to it? Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay. All right, everyone. We've got some events coming. So tonight, Humphreys McGee will be at the Wumla with the California Honey Drops. Doors are at 7 p.m. The show is at 8, and it's $25. Here is one of their songs, "In the Kitchen."
It was cold in the kitchen and the lights were low as winter slowly stumbled home. The air felt different and it started to show as every breath resembled smoke.
a good show. I've seen them before. They're pretty fun. They're really fun. Okay, and then also tonight we've got Craptastic Karaoke. This is at 9 p.m. at the Badlander. It's free, and they have $6 pitchers of PBR and $1 mixed shots. So that'd be fun. Karaoke is always really fun. And then tomorrow we have a downtown drop-in wine tasting. La Grata Bella is what it's called. This is at 5 p.m. It's under the Old Post Pub on Spruce Street. And it happens every Thursday, 5 p.m. The cost is $10. And you can bring a minimum of 4 bottles of wine, and each week is a different theme. But I don't know what the theme is this week, so that should be pretty fun. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to that, but I always have to work. Have you guys been to that? The wine tasting?
I've been to a couple, but not that one.
I have
Yeah.
not.
I know, I feel like it'd be really fun. Okay, and then also, tomorrow night we've got open mic at Sean Kelly's. This starts 8:40 every Thursday. And this is an open mic for musicians to showcase their talent. The video that I've got here right now is from 2012.
It's by a producer here at MCAT named Deb McDonald.
Yeah, and then this is Kayla.
What's the point if I can't even dream of a dream that's worth the key? You know it, me or others are getting good at lying in this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun. I know, she's got a great voice. I've seen her perform before. She's got a really good voice.
Yeah, it's every Thursday at
Yeah, Sean
Kelly's.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun to get into. Do they do stand-up? Do you guys know? Can you do that?
It's an open mic, so
Yeah,
yeah.
so you can just
if
do whatever
if
you
there's an
want.
open mic, you probably do stand up. We don't have a big stand up scene here in Missoula, but I've seen some stand up here, and it seems as though there's a lot of people from Billings. It's just kind of like.
I want to do some stand-up.
Yeah, you should do some stand up.
I should talk about my mom. My mom is really funny. Okay, and then I have 10 tips to stay healthy during the winter. Because this snow is really like taking a toll on everyone, and it's cold out there. Okay, tip number 1, drink lots of water, which is, common sense. 2, keep stress to a minimum. Number 3, eat a healthy diet. Yeah, take your vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Number 4, take vitamins. That's a smart thing to do. Number 5, exercise regularly, which I know can be really hard in the winter. But I've seen those runners. I've seen runners out there. They're intense. Get enough sleep, of course. Don't be partying so much. Wash your hands constantly. Don't smoke. Eliminate all forms of sugar. And take extra measures to eliminate dairy, alcohol, and grains if you feel like you're coming down with something. Boost your vitamin C and zinc intake, and just get a couple extra hours of sleep. You should be fine. Yeah, there's some healthy tips for staying healthy in the winter. But
I can't wait till the snow goes away.
Oh, me either. I'm so ready for it.
Gonna make it a lot easier to get out there and exercise and ride your bike and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing one good thing about the snow is you can go cross-country skiing if you have a set of skis. I saw a lot of people doing that, and that seemed like a pretty fun way to get around town during the heavy blizzard.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
Yeah, I live so close to MCAT, I usually walk. But today I didn't walk because I'm going to be giving our First Friday artist a ride to and from his place so he can put his artwork on our gallery that we have here at MCAT that
Who
we
is
do every
our
First
First
Friday.
Friday artist?
His name is Dirk Lee.
Cool.
He does sketch art. Looks pretty good.
Cool.
And also, I have my own media art kind of thing going on here. So I'll show you another clip from my documentary I'll be showing this Friday at 5 and 6:30. They're just going to be running back to back. They're going to be hors d'oeuvres served here at MCAT, but I'll stop talking and I'll just show you.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a fun doc to watch.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so I got one more video I kind of want to end, and then we can talk about what's happening later. But here is From the Vault. All right, so here we have Street Legal. He was one of our longtime producers. This was made in, I think, in 2000, about 14 years ago. He played some music at the bar called Jay's, which is no longer here. Yeah, I thought that would be
rocking.
Really cool.
Yeah.
He's a great blues jazz musician, and I hope he's doing well right now since he's going through some health issues from what I heard last.
Oh.
All right,
Cool.
so that pretty much ends the show for the most part, but I just want to say that you guys should like us on Facebook. We just had a new cover photo. If you haven't seen it already,
It looks great. We all look really great on
we
there.
always look really good.
Yeah. Good job, you guys.
Yeah, we have content. We post every video we show here. Also, we
Make it easy for you
Post the
guys
whole
out there to watch our videos. You don't have to be subscribed to cable or, live in Missoula. You can watch it all online here on our Facebook page.
Yep.
So
we posted our last Wake Up Missoula on Monday, and the couple of ones before that actually didn't appear on TV, but we have them here just for you guys.
Yeah, and we'll post all of them on Facebook just in case you didn't get to watch and you want to.
And Word on the Street, if you just want to walk Word on the Street. Yeah, just individual clips that we've done. But right now, I'm going to show you our website. This is MCAT.org. Pretty simple to remember. Just remember MCAT.org, and you can find schedules, about MCAT, what we do. We offer, equipment for people who want to get involved with MCAT. And if you want to watch MCAT right now, you can, because we stream online. I can put it on. There's going to be a huge delay. Oh, it doesn't work. I guess no luck for anyone. But for right now, I just got to say is that's enough for today. And I hope everyone has a great, wonderful day. So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramph.
I'm Noelle McFloy.
I'm Josh Meny.
And have a good day, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you. Good job.